Well, good Monday evening, Arkansas. This is Chief Forecaster Cameron back here once again, here to give you guys an evening forecast video for tonight. First of all, want to apologize for two things. One, this is going to be extremely late. It's a Monday. And then two, for the volume being very low. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Hopefully you guys can hear me. If you can't, please let me know and I'll look further into it. But this should have taken care of the audio problems here. So let's talk about tonight, and then I'm going to talk to you guys about what to expect as we get towards this Christmas time frame and then beyond. So temperatures already are cold. We got 28 in Fayetteville already, 30 degrees in the Clinton area, 30 in Blytheville right now, 43 degrees here in Little Rock, 34 already in Mena, and 39 degrees down there in Arkadelphia and in Camden here. So it's going to be a pretty chilly night across the board as we get towards tonight and the first part of your Tuesday morning. So I think the kiddos are out of school by now. No, they're not. They're not. It's going to be Friday. So if you have kiddos that are going to school, first thing tomorrow morning, make sure they're bundled up. It's going to be very, very chilly across the area here. Okay, so let's talk about tonight, and I want to talk to you guys about the Christmas time frame and everything like that here. Okay, so for tonight, very cold. That's the biggest thing. It's going to be very cold tonight. As we get towards Tuesday morning, things should start to slowly warm up as we get towards the middle and late part of this upcoming week. There is a pattern change coming up after the Christmas time frame that I'm going to talk to you guys about. But before we get to that pattern change, we got to talk about Christmas. And number one thing I'm going to talk to you guys about right now, because I know there's a lot of people that are listening to this right now that when the word severe weather gets thrown out, it just causes them to freak out. And that's understandable. Folks, not every event that has rain and thunderstorms is going to have severe weather with it. I'm going to make that perfectly clear. This is not going to be a March 31st 2.0. This is not going to be a tornado outbreak or a severe weather outbreak. Right now, I think the Christmas time frame is probably going to have a lot of heavy rainfall that could have some very big problems for folks that are traveling into the state that don't know our road network, etc. But I'm not expecting this to be a monster severe weather outbreak for the Christmas time frame here. Obviously, if that changes, we'll let you know. But right now, it just looks like it's just going to be flat out rainy, maybe some embedded thunderstorms, and that looks to be it across the area here. Okay, so burn bans. Let's talk about Phillips County. You guys are now under a burn ban, and I think these burn bans may be extended across a couple more counties over the next couple of days here. Eastern and southern Arkansas is very, very, very dry right now. They need rainfall at this point. We can wait on the cold and snow, but we need the rain, and bad across central, central, southern, and eastern Arkansas at this point here. So we do have some decent rain coming in. Unfortunately, it's going to be on that Christmas time frame, but we need the rainfall, and bad. We need to get the rainfall here before we even start talking about anything winter-like across our area here, okay? So let's talk about the wildfire danger across eastern and southern Arkansas. It's a moderate right now. I wouldn't be shocked over the next couple of days that it may get upgraded to a high risk for wildfire danger, especially along the Mississippi River, because you guys are just bone dry at this point here. So let's talk about this as well, the winter outlook. I know there's a lot of people that are looking for cold and they're looking for snow right now here. You got to realize something. This is December. This is like month number 1, but our season here in Arkansas is mainly January, February, and sometimes early March. If you're looking for that sustained cold and snow 24/7, you're going to have to move north, because Arkansas just doesn't feature that here. We don't get that a lot. We've been spoiled a lot with these last couple of events over the last couple of years, but we don't get that cold and snow to sustain itself. It's here for a second, and then it leaves out, and then we warm back up. That's just where we are. But if you want that, you got to go further north. As a matter of fact, north is actually having problems getting the cold air, which is part of our problem here in Arkansas. So that's why we've been so warm. Well, warm-ish. There's been temperatures near normal across the board. So if you want to check out our winter outlook, it's going to be on our YouTube in the description below. Or if you're on Facebook, you can send us a message, and you'll get that winter outlook across the area here, okay? So, for tonight, just plain out cold. I mean, it could always be colder, but it's going to be one of the coldest nights we've had so far. Temperatures in the 20s, could be some low 30s across the area. There could also be some upper teens across northwestern Arkansas, up there in the higher elevations, up there near Jasper, the Harrison area, and the Boston Mountains up there in northwestern Arkansas here, okay? So, let's go over to our rainfall potential here. Give me just 1 second. Let me switch this over, and we're going to talk about this real quickly here, okay? So up until Thursday evening, things are going to be quiet. So if you need to travel, you need to get Christmas shopping done this week, etc., you're going to be fine. You're going to be good to go. Now, let's take this out all the way to Friday. You can see western Arkansas will start to see some rainfall across the board. Can even stretch into central Arkansas. And then we can take this out all the way to Christmas Eve. And you can see the bulk of the heavier precipitation will start to move in as we get towards Christmas Eve into the Christmas Day time frame. And there could be some rainfall totals near 3 inches of rainfall down here in the Arklatex and elsewhere across the area, about 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. So this is very beneficial rainfall. It's just coming at the wrong time at this point. But we'll take the rainfall across the area here. Now, what I want to do real quickly is I want to show you guys what to expect around this time frame. So we'll go over to the Euro and we'll just kind of take a look at the Christmas Eve time frame here. Now, there could be some instability that we'll have to watch. At this point, like I said before, I'm not expecting this to be a severe weather outbreak. This is not going to be March 31st 2.0. We're not going to be seeing tornadoes everywhere. But this is going to bring a lot of heavy rainfall, and it's going to bring possibly a few thunderstorms here. I would like to see the instability jump up a little bit more when we start talking severe weather. But right now, I think this is just going to be a heavy rainfall maker across the area. And this is Christmas Eve at 6 p.m., just a lot of rain across the board. Temperatures probably likely in the 50s to low 60s across the area here. So just overall, I'm not really expecting a lot of severe weather. We can take a look at our dew points here. Dew points are just very, very low to support anything. Could be some low 60s across southern Arkansas. But folks, I'm not really expecting this to be a big severe weather outbreak across the area. Moisture would have to be a lot higher than what we're seeing right now to get severe weather, at least a lot of severe weather across the board. There could be a few strong storms, but nothing too significant across the board. Now, let's take a look at the pattern change here, okay? So let's just blitz this through all the way to beyond Christmas, because we already know Christmas is going to be warm and stormy across the area. Now, good amount of cold air is going to come behind this system as we get towards the 26th and 27th time frame. And then I think the majority of the cold air will wait until the 30th and towards that New Year's time frame. I think that's going to be the best shot of seeing some colder weather coming down the state. Now, to answer your snow question, I'm not expecting this to bring a lot of snow unless we get a system to interact with this. But it's just a step in the right direction. If you want that pattern, you got to break it down chip by chip, step by step. And this is a step in the right direction. Get the cold air here. You got to get a snowpack to the north. But this kind of gives you an idea. And if you want to be technical, I don't like looking far beyond. Even the Euro's not saying any snow here. However, what it's doing, it is putting a snowpack in the Midwest. That is what we need to get the cold air here in Arkansas. We desperately need that snowpack across the Midwest to get that cold and snow across the board here. So, biggest thing I would suggest, patience. I promise you guys, the longer you're patient, the better it's going to turn out. El Nino winters are classic for it being backloaded, meaning it's more of a January, February, March time frame versus November and December. November and December has always been warm with an El Nino pattern here. So, as always, we'll continue to keep you guys updated right here, your source for all things Arkansas weather.